Hey, what's going on out there? I'd like to welcome you all to Water Your Soil. So if you're new here, I have two rules over at this channel. The first rule is to always use your own discretion when it comes to credit cards and your credit score. The second rule is to always verify whatever it is that you learn, whether it's on this channel or any other channel or anywhere. Always verify what you learn. That's for your own sake and for your own backing. Now, getting into the video, this video is going to be interesting because I get asked this question often, so I felt the need to make this video. It's in regards to why your credit score is dropping, why it's going down, or it's not increasing at all. Maybe your score is staying the same. And this is a concern for a lot of people. It used to be a concern for me. As I learned more about FICO credit scoring and the way credit scoring works, I was able to learn and understand why scores do what they do. But I'm going to provide you all with some tips in order for you to have an understanding of why your score does drop sometimes or it just stays still. So one of the first things I want you to understand is you need to know credit scoring. There is no dispute letter in the world that's going to help you understand credit scoring, because I understand a lot of people, that's their option. They'll say, hey, my score is dropping or my score isn't what I want it to be. So give me the blueprint for a dispute letter so I can send that out, throw that like a Hail Mary, and hopefully it works and my score would eventually increase. However, you're still shortchanging yourself. And the reason why you're shortchanging yourself is because you still don't understand how credit scoring works. You don't understand why your score dropped. You don't understand why your credit score isn't increasing. You don't understand why you're not able to maintain your credit score. So the goal over here at this Water Your Soil channel, I like to teach people about credit scoring, FICO credit scoring, that is. That way they won't have to worry about these things in the future. They can focus on other things. And I believe, this is my own personal belief, that people make credit scoring and credit more complicated than it should be. So first things first, if you don't have a copy of your credit report from Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, you need to do so. What are you doing without it? Your credit report is basically your personal finance report card. It's going to let you know what's going on with your personal finances. Are you managing your accounts correctly? How many accounts do you have that are active? Are there any accounts that's currently hurting you, like in collections or things like that? Have you been applying for a lot of accounts or loans? Have you opened up any new accounts or loans? It will let you know all of these things. So it's important for you to always have access of your FICO credit report. And one of the ways you can do so, you can either go to My FICO or you could go to annualcreditreport.com. And annualcreditreport.com now lets you check it every week for free. Before, it used to only be annually. They might end up having to change their name, honestly, but now they let you do it weekly. I don't know how much longer they're going to have it like that, but currently they let you do it weekly. So it's always good to stay on top of your FICO credit report. And then what a lot of you need to do is learn how to read your FICO credit report, because some people, they'll see it and they'll say, what is this? They'll look at it like it's literature from maybe the classroom or things like that, but it's not. It's actually featuring your accounts and your information. It lets you know when you opened up those accounts, and it also lets you know the payments that you have made on those accounts and whether or not you are doing a good job with managing those accounts. Because ultimately, my subscribers will know, but if you're not subscribed, you probably wouldn't know. And if you're not subscribed, you need to hit the subscribe button right now. But my subscribers will know, and they do know, that your credit score basically comes down to how well you manage debt. I know some of you, especially people who are on the debt-free journey, they don't want to hear that. How well I manage debt. What are you talking about? I don't want to manage debt. But the truth is, all of us out here manage debt. If you have bills on a month-to-month basis, you're basically managing your debt. And last time I checked, majority of adults have bills, whether it's a phone bill, a utility, a cable, a mortgage, whatever it may be. Most people have bills. They may not necessarily have credit card debt or even a mortgage or an auto loan, but for the most part, a good amount of adults do have bills. So if you do have bills or you do have accounts, your credit score comes down to how well you manage those accounts, how long those accounts have been active and managed correctly. Managed correctly, of course, means how well you're doing with it as far as paying it off or not paying it off, whether you're late. Those things come into play. So you need to understand that. And once you understand that, you also need to understand the 5 categories that goes into making up your credit score. You have making sure you pay on time. You have the amount that you owe, which is why I tell people over at this Water Your Soil channel that it's important to pay down on your debt that you owe. Also, you have the number of new accounts that you have. You also have the new accounts that you applied for or added, which contribute to your age. You also have your utilization. So there are 5 categories that go into your credit report. And if your score isn't increasing or is dropping, you need to go back and look through your credit report in regards to those 5 categories and look at your credit report and understand what's making your credit score drop. Now, I did a video. I want all of you to check it out. Yes, I'm referencing this video to you all. It's in relation to 65%. I'm going to put it in the description box so you all can watch it, but I really think everyone should watch that video, especially if you really don't understand how credit scoring works. There's a high possibility if your score is dropping, your credit report is going to tell you why. Maybe you've been spending more than you normally spend and your utilization is high. Maybe you decided to skip out on paying your student loan bill for a month. Whatever it may be, usually it's debt related or it comes down to your balances on those accounts that you have increasing. It's usually one of those 2 things. As I stated, nothing is guaranteed when it comes to credit, but it's usually one of those things. Of course, there are outliers. Maybe you applied for new credit accounts and picked up some hard inquiries, or maybe one of your accounts or 2 of them closed out. You have to pay attention to your credit report. Your credit report is going to let you know what's going on with your score. It's basically your best friend, so always refer back to it. And sometimes your score does drop or not move just because. I had my score stay stuck at a 660 for 9 straight months before. And I was doing everything right. I was paying on time. I was making sure I'm making my payments, but my score still wouldn't move. Now, back then, I think a lot of my biggest issue was I didn't have enough active accounts open. So that's why my score was staying stuck, because the moment I opened up and started off with new accounts, my score started to increase a little bit. Now, I don't know if that's the definite reason that it increased, but I kind of have a little hunch that opening up an extra account did help my score increase, because if you know anything about credit scores, this is another category that you have to pay attention to: credit mixture. So the FICO credit scoring model loves credit mixture. They look at credit mixture as a big plus. Of course, it doesn't account for more on your credit score than paying on time and paying down your debt does, but it definitely contributes to your credit score. So a credit mixture is important. So just to recap, those 5 categories, learn those 5 categories: paying on time, the amount you owe, your credit age, whether or not you've been opening up new accounts, your utilization, credit mixture. Learn those things. Once you learn those things, watch that video on 65% that I posted below in the description box of this video. Also, look over your credit report. That's the most important thing that you need to do. Look over your credit report. See what's different this month than the previous month. If your score has been decreasing for multiple months, see what's different. You know what you've been doing different. You know whether or not you added a new account, or whether or not you applied for a new account, or account went to collections, or it fell off your credit report and closed. You know what you've been doing. At least you should know, which is why it's important for you to get your credit report. And as I stated earlier in this video, they're available: annualcreditreport.com, myfico.com. You also have Experian, you have TransUnion, you have Equifax. There are so many options out there for you to have access of your credit report, so take advantage of it. But anyways, if you're new here and you're feeling the vibe, this is Water Your Soil. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on all notifications. That way you don't miss a future video, because I post weekly. And that's important. Make sure you hit the bell. That turns on all notifications, so you will get the notification. And when you do get it, show support by watching the video. Also, this goes to every single one of you watching this video right now, my subscribers included. Be sure to hit the like button. It literally takes seconds. Hit the like button. That's your way of showing support to this video. That lets the algorithm know you like this video. I appreciate every single one of you for stopping by and watching this video. I hope your credit score does start to increase more sooner than later. Hey, I did a live the other night, and in the live video, I talked about some of the ways you can increase your credit score in 2024. So go to my live stream section on this Water Your Soil YouTube and you'll be able to check it out. I really appreciate every single one of you for watching this video and supporting me. This is Water Your Soil and I'm out. Wait. Before you leave, be sure to check out the description box below. That way you can have all the credit resources from Water Your Soil. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button as well, all right? In the description box below, I always tell people, check out the description box below for extra resources from Water Your Soil. Part of the description box also showcases my book that I have. I have a book. It's been out for a while now. It's been out for years. It's titled Strategies to Master Credit. The book is available. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes & Noble. Most online bookstores have the book. And the book is basically about how FICO credit scoring works. Once you understand how FICO credit scoring works, you're pretty much on your way to helping yourself build, develop, and maintain a good credit score. So check the book out whenever you get a chance.